What's up, guys? I'm TrippyMELMEL, and if you're new, hey, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the video, and don't forget to turn your notifications on. Today, I want to talk to you all about something probably a little bit different. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, since I've not really done that here on the YouTube channel, and also I'm going to tell you a little bit about my family and a little bit about what we're doing right now in 2021, okay? As you all know, I started my channel out to spread positive vibes and actually, just for pranks, to put a smile on people's face. That was it. I never ever imagined in my life I would kick off and be sitting at 11,000 subscribers today. Is it my dream? Of course. I think it's everybody's dream to become a YouTuber. I started doing PS5 and Xbox reviews, and I kicked off, and I mean kicked off. And you know what? I'll be honest with you guys, because I'm not going to hide anything from you guys at all. But I noticed that I was losing a lot of sleep, and I was staying stressed out because I was staying up after social media after social media. I was driving hours away to other towns, talking to managers and going to GameStop and just trying to get information. And I found myself in a bad situation with my mental health. Nothing to do with financial, that I couldn't go there, nothing like that. It was all just to do with my mental health. And as you guys know, mental health is very, very important. Guys, mental health should come first before anything, honestly, when it comes to yourself and taking care of yourself. And during those times, I wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I was doing everything to please everybody else and make everybody else on my channel happy, but Mel wasn't happy. And you know what I'm saying? It's one of those bad vibes of, if you're not happy, then, you know what I'm saying, you seem to rub off on everybody else. And my wife and my kids weren't happy because it was such negativity inside my home. We weren't fighting. It was none of that. It was just, you catch the vibes, and it's just like there's tension and all that. And guys, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? That's not who I am, and that's not what my channel was for. But long story short, I just want to talk to you guys and tell you all, thank you so much. Honestly, I mean, you know what? We all say thank you on our channel, and we're like, hey guys, thank you for subscribing, thank you for dropping a like. But honestly, thank you. It means a lot to me from the bottom of my heart, whether you believe it or not. I'm a very tender-hearted, loving person, whether people wants to believe that or not. And you know what? Yeah, we get hate comments, but what do you expect? It's 2021. Not everybody in this world is going to like me. And am I okay with that? I'm super okay with that. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. I promise you that. It doesn't, because you know what? My mom raised me to, you've got to stand for something and never fall for anything. And you know what? I'm always going to stand up for myself. And I don't care what you think about me. I was just raised that way, and I raised my kids to be that way. My little girl goes through a struggle to this day of caring what people think about her. And I've told her, you can't care what anybody in this world thinks about you. Smile, you know what I'm saying? And you know what? Don't wear your heart on your sleeve. But you know what? Let your pride be something that, you don't got to swallow your pride all the time. But let your pride be something that you love, that you enjoy. And you know what I'm saying? Just be you. Always stay positive. And guys, let me just start with this. A lot of you all may not know this, but I guess this video is just going to kind of be a little bit about my life and a little bit, like I said, about what's going on. So if it's a little bit longer, I do apologize, but I'm just going to get it out there and let the truth ride. So anyways, guys, my life has always been a walking heartache, but nobody made that mess but myself. You know what I'm saying? Nobody put me there. I promise you that. Robbing, stealing, lying, cheating, manipulating, all the above is all I've ever done. And I've had so many people come to me and say, oh man, your cousin Nick said this, your cousin Nick. I don't care. Guess what? Because you ain't got to go to my cousin, because TrippyMELMEL will tell you the same thing. Guys, my life has not always been perfect. It hasn't. I promise you that. I spent 11 years at 35% in the Tennessee State Prison. Why? For something I chose to do. I chose to forge those 2 checks on my dad. I chose to be in addiction. And you know what? I had to serve my time. When you go out here and you commit the crime, then you must do the time. It may not do it right then, but you'll do it within time. I promise you that. And I'll be honest, I was institutionalized. It's the only life I've ever known since being a juvenile. My dad and I, we never had a good relationship growing up. But to this day, things have changed, and I love my dad. I love my dad so much. I've watched my dad go through a battle with colon cancer. I've watched my mom go through a battle, and life has been hard, guys. It has. Anyways, life has not been easy, but I can promise you this much. When I got to prison, the first person I ever met was KATELYN, which is my wife. And she ended up being my cellmate, guys, on a real note, And I'm not trying to make this emotional or poor, pitiful me. Please don't feel sorry for me, because that's not what I'm looking for. But what I'm trying to tell you is that, I watched a lot happen while I was locked up. You know what I'm saying? My whole world was destroyed. My whole world was torn apart. My mom went through so many surgeries. My dad went through so many surgeries. And I laid night after night praying and laying in the bed and crying to God and just asking, why does my life got to be like this? Why? Because I didn't understand why I enjoyed living the way that I lived. I didn't. Honestly, the moment I would get out of jail or something, I'd go right back to the same stuff I was doing. So anyways, I went off to Teen Challenge and graduated, came home in 2009. And long story short, I ain't trying to make this about my past or my exes, but I was in the same relationship for 10 years. She ended up cheating on me with my brother when we was on vacation in Florida. And you know what? A couple years later, she married my brother, had a kid. They went through a divorce, and he's in that same situation that I went through. So my wife looked him in the eyes and told him, you lose them the same way that you get them. She was cheating on him, you know what I'm saying? And she was cheating on me when she got with him. So it was just, that's the way the life, played out. But anyways, long story short, nobody was ever there for me besides my mom. My mom has been my number one ride or die, no matter what I've done in this life. And I've even hurt my mom. You know what I'm saying? But first thing is, guys, I had to learn to forgive myself before I could forgive others, okay? I did. I used to be so full of anger that you guys would have never liked the real TrippyMELMEL back then. I promise you that. Anyway, so when I came home from Teen Challenge, I know my story's all over the place, but I came home from Teen Challenge, and I only went there because I was a bad alcoholic. So, like I said, first night I came home, I ran into an old friend that, we were best friends. We lived together. We grew up together, whatever. Well, his dad had committed suicide, so we let him live with us when he was a kid. And anyways, he wore a wire on me, and he set me up on selling my own prescription medication to buy the drugs that I was addicted to. And that same night, I stuck a needle in my arm when I came home from Teen Challenge, and that's when I was addicted to drugs. And like I said, he was the one who got me he didn't make me do it, but he was the one who introduced me, to Dilaudid. And Dilaudid is actually hydromorphone, and it's a drug they give women, for pregnant. It's a painkiller. So anyways, that was my life story, and that was my life story from there. Anything I could get inside of a needle, methamphetamine, heroin, cocaine, I would do it because I didn't care. I didn't care about myself. And my life had to change. But when I went to prison, my wife ended up detoxing me. I got detoxed through, Suboxone program throughout the prison there. And, but of course, they took me off after so long. And my wife was my cellmate. We got together from the first day that we met. Of course, I was the one, approached her, whatever. But she was a recreational worker inside the prison because everybody has jobs. And they pick the jobs for you. So anyways, my wife was over the whole gym where everybody went to. And I went up to her and told her I needed to see her ID card. And the only reason I wanted to see her ID card was because I wanted to get her state Thomas number off of it. If you got the Thomas number, you can write somebody else inside the same prison by mailing it. Well, anyways, we started talking. I didn't need her number. We got together that same day, believe it or not. So, and I pretty much told her just how much my faith was in God. And my wife had really never grew up around the Christian, type of, relationship or family. And I kind of introduced God to my wife. And anyways, I would read the Bible to my wife, and I wanted my wife to know who her Lord and Savior Jesus Christ was one-on-one. Because if anything ever happened to my wife, I didn't want her to burn in hell the rest of her life. And I know you guys are probably going to come at me saying, well, you're married, you're in a gay relationship. Guys, God loves me for who I am no matter what. So don't come at me with all that crap, okay? Anyways, that's one thing I can say I've never asked God to forgive me for, because why? What's the purpose of asking God to forgive you for something you're going to turn around and do right then? God knows your heart, so it doesn't matter, guys, so we'll squash that. But it was the point of, I still wanted her to know where her relationship was with God, because I know where my relationship is with God, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him and my wife. Long story short, my wife got out of prison in April of 2018. She was there for manufacturing methamphetamine. I watched her get out, get a home for us. Get her kids back, changed her whole life like a 999-degree angle, if that's even possible. Anyway, so she asked me, Mel, will you come out here and be with me? And I wanted her to come to my hometown because it's all I ever knew. She didn't want to. Plus, she didn't want to drag her kids to that environment because they had always known her parents, and that's the only thing they've ever been around. And they're younger, you know what I'm saying? And she just didn't want to put them through that. So I was like, all right, it was just me. I didn't have kids to leave behind. So I only had my mom, you know what I'm saying? And my dad wasn't talking to me at the time. So I agreed to move out there, or to move out here with her. So guys, I got out November the 6th, 2018. We got married November the 7th, 2018 in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And I just want you to know that I love this girl more than life myself. Nothing in this world would ever change that, and she would never doubt my love for her, ever. So, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for her. But that's where my journey of gaming and everything started, right then and there. And piece by piece, I started buying little by little, as you see around this gaming room. You know what I'm saying? I built it myself. I designed it. And she tells everybody all the time, I'm so artistic. You know, I got my apprenticeship. I got my whole tattoo kit. And I used to do tattoos. Honestly, there's no money behind it, especially if you're in smaller cities. Maybe if you're in LA or somewhere, sure, Miami Inc. Yeah, you're probably killing it. But when you're in smaller towns, there's just no life for it. But I got into video games, started working for a company called Kimberly-Clark. I was their South Dock trucker, which I've always had a CDL license, but it's where you load all of their trucks. They make tampons, pads, baby diapers, etc. So anyways, long story short, started working there, and after I wasn't there anymore, I went to work for Taylor. Taylor is a company that hires you on through FedEx for shipping and receiving, delivery, and all that. So I got tied into FedEx, and that's where I am now. I've been off of work ever since I tested positive for COVID. If you guys don't know, I went through a whole battle with COVID, and I nearly died. And I remember telling my wife, whenever, you know what I'm saying, they called in some medicine for me, and it was made to clean you out, poison, you know, whatever poisonous, you know, chemicals was in your body, it would get it out. I was miserable on the toilet, but I remember looking at my wife, telling her, don't you ever question God, and don't you ever doubt God about what's going on with me. If it's my time to go, it's my time to go. And a lot of you all may not know, my wife worries a lot about me. I do suffer from lupus, but I don't get on camera and play the poor, poor, pitiful me. I know a lot of people out there who's got health problems, and they have sat on this social media platform, and they have talked about it, honestly, until people feel sorry for them. And never a day in my life will I ever get on this platform and talk about how much I got lupus, or how much I've got this, and how much it's ever got me down, because lupus has got me down so bad that I was told I would never walk again. And my legs were probably bigger than, I ain't even lying, bigger than probably the half the size of my body. And it's all by the grace of God that I'm still here today and that I'm able to walk. But like I said, I love you guys, but I will never use my platform to have that voice, because I feel like it's asking people, hey, check me out. You know what I'm saying? I got lupus. Please feel sorry for me. And you know what? Others may say, hey, you know what? That's not trying to get people to feel sorry for you. That's telling your story. That's fine. So I'm telling you my story now, okay? And you know what I'm saying? If you want to spread my story, you do it. But I'm not going to make my platform out of, I've got lupus. I actually know somebody that I used to talk to, you know, every so often, and watch him actually go live and do his thing and watch him grow right here on the platform. And it's miserably made me sick to my stomach to watch the poor, poor, pitiful me role that he plays on people. You know what I'm saying? So I've stopped talking to him because of that. Because I believe in just be yourself, go on in life, and if you're having issues, pray about it, man. Pray about it and let God take care of it, you know? Don't use a platform to try to gain in people and, you know, reel them in, because I feel like that's my personal opinion. So we'll get off that subject. But anyways, guys, so my gaming career started by me watching YouTube, and I was just goofing off. I downloaded Twitch one day and just started watching people, and I was like, dude, I'm going to do what they're doing. And that's where I'm at. And then content, I've always wanted to run around with a camera like, I run around with, you know, cameras all the time, and I'm always vlogging people. You know what I'm saying? I'm always just trying to bust a shot. I do it to my kids, and it's just my life, man. I love vlogging, and I decided that I'm going to buy all this equipment, and yeah, I'm going to start vlogging. So that's where my YouTube journey actually started, and here we are today. So guys, I need you to understand that I made a promise to myself, I made a promise to God, I made a promise to my wife that if I ever got partnered with YouTube, you know, got on with the partnership, that I would give back throughout 2021. So I ended up with a manager. Shout out to Chris, all the way out in LA, and his wife Stacy. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I know we've never met on a personal level, but it does mean a lot to me from the bottom of my heart that you guys have stepped to the plate to be there for me. You go to you go to bat for me. You help me push out all of these giveaways, and because I couldn't have done it on my own. So thank you for getting those sponsorships, people to tie in with me throughout my local areas that would actually partner up with me, that I probably never imagined that would partner up with me. So thank you guys for always being my rock. And you know what? I will be in LA one day. Y'all already know. Y'all promised me In-N-Out, and that's where we're going. In-N-Out Burger, here we come, baby. So, anyways, guys, I really don't know what else to say besides the rest of this is going to end off with, let's talk about what we're doing with our giveaways. So we got 2 more $2,500 PCs to give away, and those PCs are actually going to be your choice. You'll pick whatever you want in them, you know what I'm saying, like as far as what items or like graphic card, CPU, it's up to you as long as you don't go over the budget. If you go over the budget, then that's something you'll pay out of your pocket. Now, if you do live out of the country, whatever, no worries. The company, The Last Mile that we partnered with, they did agree that they would pay all, tax and shipping and all that to get it to you guys. If it's inside the U.S., we agreed to pay for the shipping on our part to give back to you guys. So, there's 2 $2,500 PCs left. We also got a Tough Gaming laptop, okay? And I don't remember the size of it off the top of my head, but I do know that it's got an i7, like 10900 or 10800 in it or something, but it is rocking the 3070 graphic card. I don't know anything about many laptops on the market, so I really don't want to give my opinion on the laptop. Also, we are doing a whole complete budget setup, as Chris calls it. I don't call it a budget setup. It's got some really great stuff in it. It's rocking an i9 9900K, and I can't even remember all the stuff that's in it. 2070 graphic card. You do get a capture card. It's an EVGA capture card. You're going to get a monitor with it. It's a, I think, 27-inch curved Predator monitor. You got a Razer Huntsman mini keyboard. You have got a mouse with it, and you've got a camera coming up with it. And yeah, I don't know. But for more details, guys, just reach out to me, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be happy to answer that. I'll look everything up in my email, see what everything is, and I'll get you those answers. But we're going to be giving that away also. And that comes as a complete bundle set. The other 2 are just on their own. And this stuff was supposed to be given away a while back. We had to actually clean up some of the entries because there was a lot of bot accounts. So shout out to Chris. Thank you so much for doing that, because I don't even know where to get started on doing that. We used the program called Mix It Up and Spin That Wheel to do all the drawings. And also, guys, my family and I, we decided as of yesterday that we are going to give away 3 iPhone 12s. The only thing we could get, they were in the color blue. I'm sorry, that's just all they had. We did pick them up from AT&T. They're unlocked for whatever carrier that you guys want to mess around with, from what he's told us. You know what I'm saying? You can use it anywhere, I guess. Because when we asked, that was completely what he said. So we got a deal on the phones, and we did take it. Also, we're going to be giving away 2 SCUF controllers, and you can't go over $225 in value. And that is something that I agreed to pay out of my pocket. The cell phones, KATELYN bought them out of her pocket, and the SCUF controllers, I'm going to be paying out of my pocket to say thank you all. Don't forget to subscribe to my wife's YouTube channel. She does have 3 PS5s already here at the house that she did order for whenever she reached her 1K mark. So she's going to be giving away 3 PS5s. And guys, I'm in the process of trying to luck up and get an Xbox Series X and another PS5 to give away on my channel. So y'all just keep your fingers crossed that I actually luck up and I'm able to get one. But right now, I do not have one to give you all, but I do want to give another one away. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. But now you're probably wondering, so what do we got to do? What's the catch? Guys, there's no catch. There's not. We just want to give back and say thank you. But please don't use bot accounts. You know what I'm saying? Don't do all that stupid stuff to try to win. Be legit. Be real. All you got to do is make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube, subscribe to my wife's YouTube, and make sure that you follow both of us on Twitch. That's it. And if you'll go follow me on TikTok at TrippyMELMEL, guess what? You'll always know when we're about to do giveaways, when we're going live, any of that. Now, if you come over to Twitch, for example, if you drop bits, for every 50 bits you drop, you get 5 extra entries. For the next 3 days, we're going to be tripling that. So you would get 15, you know what I'm saying, for every 50 bits. So, if, you know, you're supposed to get 15 entries for every sub that you make on the channel. Well, guess what? It actually triples. And I'm trying to think of everything in my head. If you follow all of our social medias, you know, Instagram is a #1 place that I use to let everybody know, hey, we're doing giveaways, we're doing this. My Instagram is The Real TrippyMELMEL. Make sure you follow me on Instagram to stay up to date on that. We're super close to 1K on Instagram. Guys, go over there and you know what? Send the love, man. Please, guys, help make my dreams come true. Let's keep building these platforms. But you can join my Discord. That's extra entries. You can join me on Reddit. You can hit me up on eFuse, Twitter. There's everything. All the links and everything will be below in the description. Also, if you do purchase anything like any of the companies that sponsor me, like right now I'm sponsored by Wraith Energy, and I'm also sponsored by Glitch Energy, which Glitch is my favorite. So if you guys go to Glitch Energy, you use the promo code TRIPPY, you actually get 25 extra entries for making that possible. So, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of ways that you can get, you know, entered, and it's not all about giving money. You can, like I said, following social media platforms actually will get you those 15 extra entries for the next 3 days. Now, if you tell your friends and family about us and they subscribe to the YouTube channel, you know, and do all the steps, there's only 4 main steps, and that's following both of us on our YouTube channels and following both of us on Twitch. So send your friends, your mom, your dad, your uncle. Make sure that you tell your mom, dad, uncle, whoever to tell me, hey, I just wanted to let you know that Stacy Johnson, I don't know, whatever, sent me over here, you know what I'm saying, to subscribe. I'm going to go to the book, and not only am I going to give Stacy, you know, you, the credit, you know, all the extra entries, but the person that subscribed, they got the extra entries also. So there's plenty of ways that you guys can enter, guys. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I hope you've enjoyed my story. That's the real TrippyMELMEL right there. And I don't ever want to hide anything from you guys. I don't. I always want to be legit, be straightforward with you all, and yeah, just let you live life with me and vibe out. But I do thank you so much for helping us hit 11K. As soon as it warms up outside, we're going to be taking Instagram pictures with 2 #1 balloons. Let me see. I was looking for them. I don't see them. KATELYN must have put them up. But anyways, like I said, I wasn't looking for any kind of sympathy or anything inside this video. I just wanted you all to really know who I am. And at the end, I wanted you all to know exactly what we're doing with our giveaways. But honestly, I hope you stayed around, and I hope that, you know what I'm saying, you have literally watched this whole video. For the ones of you all that really watched this whole video right here to the end, all I want you to do is drop a heart as an emoji. And if you drop that heart emoji, I'll know you're one of the ones that actually watched my whole video. And if you did, I'm going to give you 10 extra entries after you've done the 4 steps. Subscribing to both, following both on Twitch. So, you know what? Drop that big heart. I know you've made it to the end of my video. I love you guys, and only the real ones stay to the end. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Please drop a like on the video. And hey, make sure your notifications are on. We got some more lit content coming up for you guys. I love y'all. Please don't forget to go subscribe to my wife. Follow her on Twitch. She's got a TikTok video, or TikTok account that's about to be opening. Show her the love, guys. I love you all so, so very much from the bottom of this freaking heart right here. Y'all just know that, okay? And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be up right now at literally 6 o'clock in the morning making videos. Keep it real, guys. Keep those bottles up, Rugrats. Don't forget, always Trippy up, baby. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.